I just enjoy life. Like, I'm a person that, like, I like to be with my friends. I like to have a good time. I like to get fly. I like to,
You fly today. You got that. I don't know
the
what
little
animal
boot
that
shoot
was,
thing,
but that was something. Something respectable. You got that outfit
Don't
on.
put Peter on me.
What up, y'all? It's your boy KevOnStage. I want to welcome you to Not My Best Moment podcast, where I talk to athletes, artists, and entertainers, and friends about their rise to where they came from to where they are. We're all successful failures here, and ladies and gentlemen, our guest, Loren LoRosa, is no different. Please welcome Loren LoRosa to the podcast. Now, Loren, I must give you your flowers first before we start. I don't even know how much time it's been, but I feel like when you got your pinky toe down to the Breakfast Club.
Oh, this is a real give you your flowers.
No,
Because I don't be knowing with you. You know, you're funny.
I'm really about to give you your flowers.
Okay, all right.
I feel like when you got your pinky toe in at the Breakfast Club, you held that door open for yourself. And you in fully in the industry now. Like, you really took advantage of that opportunity. But I know, as a person who had to work my way up as well, you had to do a lot of work to get there. So I want to congratulate you.
Thank you.
Your whole, from the first time I met you, we worked together all day.
I was about to say, you don't remember the first time you met me.
I know,
I
hate
have
that.
literal videos with you. I've been following you and your content journey for a long time when I first moved to LA. Because the All Deaf Squad, y'all were the people that were like doing it. Like y'all and Quinta and eventually her with BuzzFeed. I was like, okay, it's like the fashion people making money on the internet, and it's the funny entertainment people building a world on the internet, and that was y'all.
That was us.
Yeah,
that was us, and that's you as well. But so let me give you let me read your stuff.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
read it.
You're the host of The Latest with Loren LoRosa, which is part of the Black Effect Network and iHeart podcast. Shout out iHeart. This is an iHeart podcast as well. You've been on your journalism grind for years, years with TMZ. Spent providing your takes and analysis on all the hot button topics. Now as a co-host on the Breakfast Club. You've seen her. You was at the BET Awards. Amen. You also run Brown Girl Grinding. I be seeing that. The people be reaching out to you for comment. You be hearing, now the streets be talking to Loren. When something's going down in black community, they be like, I heard from the rep. The rep, this is you. We going to you separate from the Breakfast Club. Like, as part of the Breakfast Club, but also you be breaking some news on your own. At this moment in your career, like this juncture in your career, what does it feel like to be Loren LoRosa?
Well, first, senior news producer at the Breakfast Club.
You're not co-host?
No, I'm not a co-host. I'm a senior news producer.
Semantics?
Semantics are just, I mean, it is what it is type of thing.
Because I feel like technicality, appearance-wise, you co-host.
I mean, look,
But I don't want to get you in trouble.
I'm senior news producer at the Breakfast Club.
Why do you make that distinction?
Because I think that there's been, like, you know, the conversations around, like, you know, with Angela Yee deciding to leave and just getting a job and then me being there, whatever. I think I just really like to keep it to, like, here's what it is and here's what I'm doing. But also on a back end, I think I want people to understand that, like, I'm there and I'm on air and I'm learning to be a personality, but like, it's a lot more that goes into my job. Like, I'm up all night watching interviews. I'm trying to get the statements. I'm trying to get the stories. I'm trying to, like, not that there's I love that you look at me and you're like, okay, co-host of the Breakfast Club. Yes, amazing. I love that. But, like, I got a whole nother job too, and I be at work. So please give me that as well.
I feel you.
And I think it's important too, like, you talking about, like, me being in the industry and, like, you know, people seeing that now. I also think for where I know I want my career to go, it's important that people understand that, like, not only am I on air talent, but, like, oh, she understands putting together the story, telling the story, producing the story.
So explain to us, the common viewer who just watches you, Charlamagne, Jess, and Envy, it appears as you're a co-host, right? Yeah. And you do, obviously you are the, like, senior news producer, as you said, but you also kind of, like, during the show, that is your segment as well. Walk us through what it's like for you to do your job on the Breakfast Club, the part we don't see on camera.
Okay, so the night before, me and two of my producers, shout out to Art and Brandon. Art also has a show that he does with Power 1051. We have a meeting every night at 8 o'clock. That meeting probably lasts about an hour and a half. And on that meeting, so all day long after I go off air, we're sending stories to each other in a group chat. I'm sending, like, I subscribe to like every outlet across Twitter, Threads, Instagram, YouTube. So if there's new interviews, I get alerts. Like my phone buzzes all day long. So if there's new interviews, whatever, even if I'm not breaking the story, because in this new role, I've had to learn that it's not TMZ. So like I can't always break the story and be first. But sometimes if we're first to have a conversation about something, because you have people that are on the show that people want to hear perspective from or point of view from, that also works, right? Yeah. So we're watching interviews. I'm sending interviews. I'm assigning them to the different producers, or I'm watching them myself. We're talking through things. At 8 o'clock, we get on the phone for an hour and a half, and we literally just talk through everything that we've seen that day, everything that I might have assigned. We talk through I just kind of let it naturally happen. I just let them talk.
Like your producers talk.
My producers talk. What are you guys thinking about this? What's your first reaction to it? Sometimes it's like they'll give their opinion of what they think might happen in the room if we talk about it. And I use that to then kind of shape the show for the next day. So then we have our rundown where I know what I'm doing in my first segment, my second segment, and my third segment of the latest with Loren LoRosa on The Breakfast Club. And then we organize, all right, so here's what we know that we're doing. Here's what we know is going to happen tomorrow. So who's going to cut clips? Who's going to be working on point of view with me tomorrow? Like we have like a producers meeting, like a real producers meeting.
So point of clarity for me to understand, are these employees under your banner? Do these people work under the Breakfast Club?
So these are people who were already working at the Breakfast Club. And then when I came in and started doing what I was doing, it was like very clear that we needed to figure out like a system of like how we find, break, and deliver content. So I kind of created like a system of like, y'all, we need to talk. I mean, the night before thing was already a thing that the Breakfast Club was doing. Like, hey, here's all the audio we're using. Cut it the night before, right?
Got it.
But with me, it's like, no, let's get on the phone. Let's talk through. Let's watch. I'm watching all interviews anyway, but like, I need some help. Y'all watch this one, that one. We talk through it. And then it's like a dual role for them, because I tell them all the time, produce me. So there are interviews that like I might not watch in full myself, but my producers are watching. And I've had to really talk them through, and like, you know, through trial and error, they understand the trust that I have to have for them, because I'm a context person. Like I want to see everything in full.
Right.
But our interviews be 2 to 3 hours long. So I can't watch 10 of them throughout the day. No. You know what I mean? Like we got to split it up. So we'll have a real brief debriefing of that. So they work with the Breakfast Club. They're doing this with me on that meeting, and then we go on to the next day. And they were already working there before I came. They were just assigned to different roles, but I think it was more so me coming in my role as a senior news producer and kind of understanding like, all right, what should a directive be? Why should a directive be like that? What do they need to learn more of? What do I need to teach them so they can understand how I work? They used to think I was crazy when I would come in calling police and different things. They'd be like,
calling police?
Yeah. So like when someone gets arrested right now, I'm going to call a contact in the public information office at a police department, because I want to know why they were arrested, what happened.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, how do you think that people have reports? There are people.
I never knew.
Yeah.
I just was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, no, so not this is crazy. So I'll do all that, and I do that, but I started doing things like I would even put them certain people on, like, you know, on that team that work with me. I would put them on emails so that they could see, oh, here's how Loren goes about talking to, you know, the public information officer at a police station. Here's the question she's asking, so that they know how to structure the story. Okay, do we have audio? Was that person on our show the week before or the day before the arrest? Can we use some of that audio? So now they're, you know what I mean? It's kind of like learning and growing and like trial and error. But I think we got a good rhythm and a good beat. For a minute though, I was like stressed because I was like, I don't know. Like I think I was just trying to take on everything myself and not utilizing them the way that I should.
Were you a brown girl
grinding myself into a dang hole? Like it was bad. Like grinding could be bad too.
Absolutely.
Grinding myself down. Like
absolutely.
I had like 3 months where I was like, I don't know what's happening. This ain't it. I was coming into work. I wasn't doing my best on air. Like it just was not good.
Was that a habit, a work habit that you were used to, and you just never got out of that habit?
That's a life habit.
Yeah,
like
in where you were.
Yeah,
I mean, you are.
But not even just in work, but in like my personal life, it's like I don't have time for you to tell me you can't figure it out or fix it. I'm gonna just do it myself, because the more time you take trying to figure it out or fix it, something else is gonna happen. And a lot of these things, like, you know, when you dealing with, like, you know, whether it's like me working, like my mom and my grandmother, right, like they're older, so if it's like a health thing with them or like whatever, no, we got to get that nipped right now, because time is of the essence. I don't have time. They don't don't have the time. That's just been something that's been like ingrained in me. I think too, because I'm like the oldest child in my family and I'm the girl child.
Oldest girl.
Yeah. Trauma.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense. My wife is an oldest girl.
Oh, she be
Y'all
on
don't
it.
play.
And she don't let you have to talk her into letting you do things for her.
Yes.
Right?
I just made this post about how hard it is to, like, even open the door. You almost have to race her just to open the door.
My boyfriend, literally, it's been, even with the whole like walking on the inside of the street, that I had to learn that. That was new for me.
I have to almost fight with her about this.
He will literally like move me, and he always tells me like, "Yo,
so interesting.
Like, relax."
I'm like, girl, let me be with you as a man.
We have that conversation so much.
Yeah.
And it's not even like a I'm trying not to let you be with me as a man. It's just like I'm so used to. I got to do this regardless.
But we've been together 26 years. She still act like, and if you're going tomorrow, I could do it. She be moving furniture like, you don't need to do. What are you trying to prove?
I will this morning I was packing up, and I like had all my bags or whatever, and I had everything packed up, and I'm taking stuff to the door, and he just was sitting there, and he was like, so when you ready for me to grab the bags and walk out, let me know. And I was like, the Uber is downstairs. And he was like, we're going to the same Uber. And I had to sit back and realize, I'm like, he's right. Like, yes. I don't have
just take a deep breath, Loren.
Yeah, but
just be a brown girl, no grinding.
But here's the thing: when you grow up in a space where it's like you're watching like your mom. Even though I had a great childhood, once I got old enough to realize what was going on, I'm like, oh, she needs help. So I just got to step in and do it. Like my brother's younger. He's still figuring things out for himself. So I've never really had the luxury to just take the time to allow things to just happen or be done for me. I've always had to just figure it out. So as I'm getting to this point of like, okay, survival isn't needed in every aspect of your life. I be having to talk myself off the cliff a lot. And sometimes I jump and I fall and I be like, do you want to do that again or not? So next time, just let him take the bag.
Got it. Let me ask you this. I have two real good questions, and just so you know, audience, we're not going to get a full Loren LoRosa interview today. Scheduling issues. She's busy. I'm busy. We will get it in full. It's BET Awards. We got her as much as we can. Consider how I did the Super Bowl interviews. You don't get the full. You get 10, 15, we'll get you for the full.
They be mad when you don't do the full?
They be mad.
Oh.
They be in the comments like, nah, I'll kill you, Kev. Like, over 10, 15? So we will get her back for the full. Just relax. But while I have you, I want a few questions I'd love to get answered.
Yes.
To tease the audience and whet their appetite. And this is one thing I'm really curious about. From TMZ, right, you are producing news. You go to the Breakfast Club, you're also producing news, and you also become on-air talent. And then because of the visibility of the Breakfast Club, to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, this might have been the first time you were the subject. You became the content.
100%
right. You and Jess got into this tiff. You guys seem to have smoothed it over. But I'm curious as a person who in my life.
I see interview skills. I see what you did there.
I'm curious what it's like, because for me, it was a very hard transition to go from the person reporting, making jokes about the content to your life. You actually are
becoming
the subject.
Yeah.
That is not an easy transition.
It's not. I still struggle with that. Like BET Weekend that we're coming off of right now. The whole time I'm planning to be here at BET Week, and once the station decided that Breakfast Club wasn't going to be in the media room, you know, because I was on the carpet and stuff like that, I never thought like, Loren, you should plan a day where you like strategically go to the media room as talent and just talk to people and just promote your podcast and all the merch that you have and like all these things. Never thought about it.
Yeah.
When it finally dawned on me, I was like tired, exhausted, and like didn't make it. But I was sitting in my hotel room like, yo, Loren, like you're talent too. Like it's okay. And I even like had to send a couple texts like, hey, is it okay if I go through? Just because like, you know, I'm used to being at TMZ where like everything I do, they're like, why are you talking about yourself so much? You know what I mean? And not even like on no like shady whatever. It's just as you know, you work with brands.
You represent the company.
Anything you say is a part of their brand. So like I'm used to that as well. So like I just wanted to make sure that I was cool to be able to, you know, go and do that. But I'm not working for the station. Last year we was in the media room. We was killing it. It was super viral. We were doing all the things. I was like, girl, you got to get out of that. It's okay for you to step into being a talent. That has been a very hard transition for me.
Journalists often struggle with that specifically because they are taught you are not the talent.
It has nothing to do
You are
with
not
you
the story
at all.
All you need to do is get the subject.
Yes.
So I think in addition to maybe not being a talent or seeing yourself as a talent, being a journalist by trade also makes that doubly hard for you.
And I just always felt like, too, I just want to make sure that I'm, like, still at work and doing the work.
What does that mean?
Like, I don't want to be distracted by all of the, like, your talent and the thing. You know, as talent, like, you can have a good time. You just go do interviews and you're partying. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun. Like, you get, like, people literally, your job is just being you, essentially, right? Like, and people love your journey and love your story, and that feels amazing. But I think, like, even right now, this week and coming off of this BET week, and I was at the awards, like, okay, I had a great carpet, but like I'm in this awards, what is the story while I'm here, and how can I post that? Finding that balance is just tough. I want to make sure I'm always finding that balance, like, because I also realize that as much as this is amazing, people are also here because, like, they like the way that I'm able to keep them abreast of what's happening.
Sure.
So I want to make sure I'm always still doing the work of keeping people up on what's going on and being really, like, thorough in how I do it, and not allowing all of the, like, time that being talent can take away from that.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear. I don't want that to happen.
Now, I'm curious because how long have you been at the Breakfast Club?
I was there guest hosting in 2023. 2024.
So we halfway through 2026.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
But I feel like you've earned some.
Some of what?
Of the, like, you are Loren LoRosa. Like, it seems like you talk about yourself as if you're still earning, like your value's only if I'm giving.
Yeah.
But you've given so much value that it's like you've earned your place to step in and just be Loren LoRosa.
Yes, yes, and I struggle with that as well too. But it's like stepping in and just being Loren LoRosa. Again, that's the struggle. It's like doing that works, and it will work. But, like, when I'm doing that, like, if I'm on the carpet at BET and I'm having a good time at the awards, and I just choose to do that, I'm not reporting. I'm not breaking the news. I'm not, and that's what has kept me.
So feel like something's missing.
Yeah, or to be honest, it goes back to that, like, oldest child, especially in a Black household. It's like, if you ain't putting up, what's your value? You know what I mean?
I'm saying this to you. I'm lying because I feel the same way. I feel like if I'm not making content, doing something, like, I feel like, do you feel like it's gonna go away, like, it's be taken away from me?
Every day I'm always thinking about what can I do to secure myself outside of this industry, because if I wake up and the jig is up,
I know this feeling well.
Yo, like,
Breakfast Club gone.
Listen,
what am I gonna do tomorrow?
Listen, if all of that, like, if tomorrow, if all of this stops, I'm always in my mind like, what have I done for myself, and what have I put my money into, and what have I set up, and am I doing enough so that I can still live a good life? Because honestly, like, all of this is great, but, like, I just enjoy life. Like, I'm a person that, like, I like to be with my friends. I like to have a good time. I like to get fly. I like to
you fly today. You got that. I don't know
the
what
little
animal
boot
that
shoe
was,
thing,
but that was something. You know, something respectable. You got that outfit.
Don't
on.
put Peter on me. I see what you're doing
here.
No,
I'm just saying. I don't know all the animals.
Whose friend are you?
I'm your friend.
This is faux.
Well, I know that's faux, but I don't know what it's
you ain't
faux
say that.
of.
You didn't.
Well,
I don't know what animal that is.
It was faux, but Peter. I don't know what it was.
You know, once you get one little job, put on a little sunglass, and wear some texture, it's like Peter is everywhere you go now.
You got the earrings. You got
these are faux. Shout out to Jeffrey Campbell.
I want to ask you one more question, then we'll get the full Loren LoRosa experience at another time.
Yes,
I'm in New York often.
Oh, so we're putting on record that this is going to happen again.
It's going to happen again.
Okay.
I'm my word. Because I want to get your full backstory. But I want to ask, because I think you do a really good job at this. And you kind of did it from the moment I started seeing you. I didn't watch much from you from TMZ, but I have seen a lot of you from The Breakfast Club.
Well, thanks, Kev.
I'm just not a TMZ guy.
It's all right.
I'm not a TMZ guy.
Just get your question.
You really hold the person you are interviewing to task. You've never been rude. But you also don't let them off the hook.
Do you feel like I did that with you when you came?
No, I ain't really had no like. You
You
ain't had me on like
had the one little question.
Well, but you ain't had me on like a. Sometimes you have people in the heat of.
Who's the last person you saw?
Kevin Hart.
I knew you was gonna say
Kevin
that because
Hart,
you're a comedian.
Because that was like. He came to the Breakfast Club. I don't know if to clear it up. It seems like, or to speak more.
I think the Breakfast Club is just home and it's family for a lot of people, so they're comfortable. You know what I mean?
But you didn't give him like softballs. You ask what the people want to know or what you feel like the story demands.
It's more so because the people, you never know, it'd be changing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday what they want to know.
No,
but
that's
true. It's more so like all right, if this happened, here's boom, boom. Here's all the, naturally as an inquisitive person, here's all the questions I really have.
Yeah.
And here's what furthers the story. So yeah.
Right. But that sometimes can get contentious.
Mm-hmm.
How do you maintain your cool? And also, I guess part B to that question is, how do you report on things when you know you're going to run into these people again at the BET Awards, at NAACP, at industry events? Like, does that seep into your mind when you're covering them, knowing that I got to see you? Not but like, you know what I'm saying? Does that color how you
gonna run up on me?
Yeah, no, not run up on you, but just treat you like
don't have the boots on, Loren, just in case.
But treat you like, because you have to cover them. It's part of your job.
I get what you're saying,
but you don't always get to cover them in good light. Sometimes they are in the news
and people will get upset because it's, the Breakfast Club is such a platform, so their brand and their business is on the line, right? So here's what I will say: when I was at TMZ, the difference was you break a story, you move on, you go home. Mm-hmm. Breakfast Club, it's like I've had to and even at TMZ, like I feel like why you see the momentum that you see is because I built a lot of relationships before the public got to know me, because just as a person, I never mind being like, that's not right, we should do this. Or, hey, what about that? Or, y'all, this don't feel right. It's put the task way more at the Breakfast Club, and it's publicly happening, right?
Yeah. So
my theory on it is I'm doing my job. And I try my best to make sure that, like, I give heads up. I respect, like if there are certain relationships or whatever, but still understanding that, like, I'm not a publicist for a celebrity. Like, I'm not a publicist. Like, right. I'm not here to just, like, sling narratives or talking points or whatever. You can send them. But I'm very honest when people send them. Okay, cool. Well, I have to reach out to the other side. Yeah. This is great, but here's the information I have. Especially if it's something that I think is damaging. Like, there have been many stories where, like, either I didn't, like, here's an example when Cassie had her baby. And, Diddy trial was like a big thing, and like I was reporting on it. I knew that Cassie had her baby. But in my mind, I'm like, and this is Breakfast Club, the room that I'm given as a person, and that's what I love about being talent with Breakfast Club, is like, it's not about being talent and all the lights and the glitz and the glamour. It's like, as a person, I feel like I'm going through development of like the morality of journalists, but also you're a person, you have a family, you have people you love, and so do these people, right? Sure. So I knew Cassie was pregnant before the news broke, and I hit Charlamagne and I was like, hey, I know, not pregnant, had her baby. I'm like, I know Cassie just had her baby. Like, I know for a fact she just had her baby. But I'm like, if I'm thinking about it as a woman and taking everything, because when I came in hot, and they used to tell me like, Loren, hold up, that was a bit much. Or you don't got to be the first to talk about that. Like, I've been like, kind of, now I'm like finding that balance. So I'm like, as a person, I'm like, I can't imagine the stress. I watched her on the stand. Like she was pregnant to the point where like she's moving, all the pains and stuff that happens because she's like about to drop her kid and having to sit in front of all these people and talk about all this stuff. And I'm like, as a person, I know that she's probably like the stress. Yeah. She's super pregnant. So for me to tell the world that she just had her baby and add to all of the publicity that goes to that, like as a woman, I don't know if I feel okay about doing that. And then I'm like, but as a journalist, huge story. Yeah. It was in the news, like, okay, she's in New York. She might have had a baby in New York, whatever. People were trying to figure it out. And I'm like, and I got it. And I know for a fact I got it. Her reps aren't responding to me, but I know. And I was like, you know what? It's cool. Like, when it breaks, we'll talk about it. Like, if we decide to talk about it, like, I'm good. But like, if it were me, I just wouldn't want that added stress and pressure. And I don't know what her pregnancy, like in those moments of labor, what it was like for her, because I think she was probably stressed out. It didn't feel good to me to add to that. So I stepped back from it. And that is a moment of like, where you as a person comes into it. So I try to do things like that as much as I can. Sometimes though, it's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
But I will always give heads up. I make phone calls even when people don't want to hear from me, whether it's 6 o'clock in the morning or 7, 8 o'clock at night. Sometimes the phone calls are hard. I've had people reach out to me and be like, yo, I didn't like when you talked about this or whatever. And I think I'm very consistent when I'm like, I'm just doing my job. I'm not out here, as long as I don't feel like, I'm never being malicious about it.
For sure.
It's always just like, but this is the story.
Yeah.
So what do you want me to do?
You do report it as, to me, kind of like old school journalists, Walter Cronkite, Tom Brokaw. This is the news.
But
this
I learned a lot of that from TMZ's newsroom.
Yeah.
Like Harvey and that's why I like when people talk to me about TMZ. Is like even the days where I was like, why do I work here? I don't want to be here. It's like I was learning so much in real time. And Harvey really is like, he's a newsman. Like he really is like, what is the story? What's the facts? Who can I call? Get on the phone. I remember I've cold called anybody you could think of in the midst of any situation. So I'm never afraid to have a conversation. I'm never like, when I say like you train to go in there, like I've had to dial the train to go back. Like I've had to put some of the guns down, like, like, so I think that's what you see too. So as long as I think I'm doing that, but people do, sometimes people do get upset, and I don't worry about ever like the interaction with people, because what I've had to settle with myself is, as long as you do things in good intention and understanding that you were fair or whatever, and try and be a person in it while you're doing it, not just a journalist reporting a story and moving on. And that has been a labor of love for me to learn that piece of it. Then you're cool. I don't get it right every day.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I don't.
Fair.
Do not get it right every day. Even in the line of question or whatever. But I think I'm learning, and it's crazy learning in front of the world, but that's what it is.
And that's what it is. Right there, we'll stop. We'll have Loren LoRosa back for the full. This was great. I know it was short, guys. BET Week can be grateful. That's what you got. Ladies and gentlemen, Loren LoRosa. We'll see you guys.
Don't clip me up crazy. Like the PETA one. Like you going to post that one first.
I can't. I'm
DMing
DMing PETA. Be like, what animal is this, y'all?
Yeah.
Get her. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.